So my team in the tournament, I've gone for 8 Frenchmen, 3 Englishmen, 2 Scots and 2 Irish. The French have been dominant, right? That victory against Ireland, especially up front. Jean-Baptiste Gros with the offload out the back, loose head prop. Malvaca picks himself. I think Will Stewart's gone really well for England.
Yeah,
He's a tight head. Ireland have missed Tug Furlong.
I don't skim over Will Stewart's step at the wheel.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
my
the
word.
step, the shimmy, how good.
130 kilos.
Yeah.
Against Italy, the
That
step.
was great. Tyg Byrne in the second row and Maro Toji. I thought Tyg Byrne's been outstanding for Ireland. Maro, he's been cheating, but he's been getting away.
He hasn't cheated as much this tournament.
So he's been strong. Back row, Paul Boudon for France. He's been unbelievable, as has Curry. Breakdown steals, effects on the game, tackles.
He's been massive, Tom Curry has.
Real nausea
Stand
around
out
the breakdown.
Yeah.
Really good. And then Gregory Aldry at up number 8.
He's been all right.
In the back line, of course, Anton Dupont. The best 9 by far. I can't even see another 9 in the picture.
No.
Jameson, Gibson, Parks play well, but just the impacts that Dupont's had throughout the games. Roman Untermack at 10. Now, everyone's going to debate this. No 10's really stood up. Untermack got sent off in round 1, but his performance against Ireland, I thought, was a difference maker. Finn has been up and down. Finn Russell, I know he got injured. Didn't play that well in round 1. Missed the conversion against England, so I didn't want to pick him. Finn Smith played quite well, but didn't start the first game, and he's kicked well off the... But England haven't played that well in attack.
So you've picked a 10 that's basically got sent off and had one good game, yeah?
Yeah. But it's the deciding game.
All right. No, I get
Deciding
that.
game
I
of the Six
get
Nations.
that.
And
It was a standout match.
Me too.
Yeah. And that was my reasoning behind Untermack. Louis Bielbiere on the wing picks himself, top try scorer, and he's creating assists. Just every time he touches the ball, you get excited. So, and then the centre partnership, Mo Afana. No one really talked about him, but if you watch Mo Afana play,
Your man, Mo Afana.
yeah, he's getting over the game line. He's making tackles. He's offloading. He's organising attack. He's a real class act.
Against Ireland, I went back and watched the game.
Yes,
He was man of the match.
Unbelievable.
Oh my
What a
word.
player.
Yeah. So people might look elsewhere at centres, but he was absolutely class throughout the whole tournament. Hugh Jones for Scotland has been Scotland's best player, I think. Cutting lines, making breaks. The way Scotland play, he looks really good in those outside channels. So I've been really impressed with him. James Lowe gets
Not
it for
having
me. You're not having James Lowe?
Well, I've not seen him wear a number 14 shirt.
Well, you can put wingers.
No.
It doesn't matter whether you play left or right.
Zeebs? you have a look?
Yeah, I wouldn't have him as 14, no.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're not feeling that, but he scored against England. He played
Yeah,
very
but
well.
I get that, but you've cheated it.
Yeah, I know. I just like James Lowe. He's a good man.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
He's a good man.
Good.
Sorry, Zeus.
Yeah.
But James Lowe didn't play against France, so that's
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I might have had him in mind still.
But he's had big impacts when he played. One of the reasons Ireland lost is because James Lowe wasn't playing, hence his impact. So
Okay.
he was missed. But I couldn't think of another winger really who's had big impacts.
Well, Duhan's played well.
Yeah,
Hand them over. No, don't talk about defence. I'm not having that.
Yeah.
he played all right. And then at fullback, Blair Kinghorn. You look at his stats.
Yeah, he's
Meters made.
number 1.
You know, line breaks, everything. He is top of the charts in a lot of them. So Blair Kinghorn has been outstanding.
He's got more in him as well.
It was close between him and Ramos, but I've gone for the exciting Scotsman as opposed to the metronomic goal kicker in Ramos, who played 10 as well. So
Yeah.
Blair Kinghorn, what a boy.
Alrighty, here's mine. Okay, there's an Irishman, 2 Scotsmen, some Frenchmen, and some Englishmen. No Italians. We could have gone a couple of Italians in there, but let's start with one, Andrew Porter. I could have gone with Gros as well. Let's say Gros, Jean-Baptiste Gros. Gros, yeah, but Andrew Porter, there's been a few vulnerabilities around scrum.
He got stuffed against Wales.
There's been a big vulnerability. Big. Achilles heel, but I like it. I've gone for lads that I like.
You like it, these are your buddies.
So it is hard. I knew you were going to go a load of Frenchmen. So yeah, but what he does around the park and the fact that he's a good lad and looks great as well.
Yeah.
Happy or not?
No.
So because I think Jean-Baptiste Gros and Andrew Porter have been, I'd say Gros has been standout.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Porter's been standout, but I'd put him in my 15.
Just
So I
'cause
didn't
you
want
like
I didn't want to have all Frenchmen.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
It'd be
very
too
nice.
easy. It'd be way too easy. You know, British and Irish.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Lions.
Yes.
I'm pushing them forward. But with that, I had to go with Malvaca
No doubt.
Hooker.
For sure.
We've been chatting about him for years.
Freak show, isn't he?
Freak show. And then they bring on Marchand, and you probably have him in as well.
In every other team, yeah.
Of course. So, like, Dan Sheehan, if he would have played all the games, there would have been an argument for him, for sure. But, yeah, Mavaka, you could have put the whole French team in. But I didn't. That's why I put Will Stewart in at tight head as well.
Picked an Englishman. I like him.
I was struggling to find a few Englishmen.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Yeah. But I didn't have found one. But he's been really good this tournament, actually. And when he was picked a couple of years ago, I was like, and I thought England were really struggling at tight head. Obviously, they went for Dan Cole. They look at Joe Hayes, who's been on the bench coming on. Underneath that, they've got some really good young lads coming through. So he's been given the jersey and been allowed to grow in it. But he looks fit, looks strong. Set piece has been good, and I'd say he's been one of England's best players.
Good footwork.
Well, good footwork against Italy. That try, it was almost the slow mo time. Content. Thibaut Flamand, just that game against Ireland. Everyone, you speak to experts about him and his output and his stats and the money ball around him.
Nasty clean out on Peter Omani though, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Like a real nasty clean out when Peter Omani just went down.
Zeebs is He pulled out. Even Flamand, well, that's one thing. He's not a nasty cleaner, but yeah, just the line out, the kickoffs as well. The kickoffs are so important.
Unbelievable.
He's one of the best in the air, but he's like the modern day. Like he could play in the back row as well, which we've seen him. And then Maratoji, more so around the captaincy.
He played for Saracens.
He played for Saracens. I taught him all he knows.
Both buddies.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we're buddies, but just watching him grow as captain, and that'll be the debate, right, for the Lions, whether or not it's Doris, whether or not it's Maratoji or Dan Sheehan or someone completely different, or Jack Conan as an outlier. But I just think with England, like they've limped to victories, but it's been important not just for England but for the Lions, and someone like Maro Itoje, who was picked as captain before the tournament instead of Jamie George. So there's a few reasons why I've gone for Maro. Always influential around the breakdown, always an oars, so I've gone for him, but could have gone for Ty Byrne as well. Jack Morgan, I wanted to pick a Welshman.
Sentimental.
Yeah, I think I've got my eye on the Lions here, so I'm a traditionalist. I'm not one of those, I'm not picking anyone. And I think when you look at Wales, you've seen Tulupe Falapatahi was great against Scotland. Blair Murray's been good. Maxwell Winning when he's come back. Thomas Williams before the tournament was earmarked as a potential Lion. But I think Jack Morgan, whether or not he goes on the Lions tour or not, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the output that he's done for Wales, he has been phenomenal and like underpinned by physicality, tackle work rate, and Jacqueline. I thought he's been brilliant. And then Tom Curry, I think we can all agree, has probably been the standout seven in the whole championship, the physicality. And then Caelan Doris, I wanted to go Gregory Aldry. I thought he got the better of the two in them games, but I'm looking at Doris over the whole tournament, and there's been standout moments from him, not just carrying, but over ball as well, jackal turnovers, and I like him.
Yeah,
missed again.
Yeah, I just like him.
Yeah, missed the game, very true, of course, but I like him, so I'm going to keep him in. No, this is me, I'm sentimental. Anton Dupont, for all the reasons that we've said. I think he's got a couple of man of the matches, phenomenal player. The one which we're all talking about, not Sam Prendergast specifically, is the 10 position. There's been no standout player. Naturally, I would want to go Finn. I don't think he's been at his best. I don't think that him not being at his best means he's been poor. He's been good and very good. But we know Finn on his day is world class, but it's been broken up with a few injuries and stuff. I just like the way.
They've all had their moments, haven't they? Like Prendergast has had big moments in some of his games. Finn Smith's had big moments in some of his games. Finn Russell's played well at patches, but no one's dominated the tournament.
I've put him in not as a sentimental thing, but I think some of the big kicks that he's got, some of the big moments, and people will say that his performance against France wasn't at the level that they expect from a 10, and a lot of it was to do with his intercept pass and a couple of mistakes that he's made. But I watched him, I watched the game back, and I was really impressed with him, even under extreme pressure. So I just wanted to put him in just to big him up a little bit. And back at what I've said. Centres, we've gone the same. Your man, Moefana.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and Hugh Jones. Yeah. I think Moefana's been understated because no one's really talking about him, because everyone's talking about Louis Biarré and Anton Dupont and Roman Intermac and Thomas Ramos and everyone else but him. phenomenal. His output, not just in attack, but defensively as well. Against Ireland, he was just absolutely phenomenal. And Hugh Jones, because he's a mate as well.
Well, he's carved up as well.
He's been good, yeah.
There you go. One of the highest try scorers in the competition. And I've done exactly the same as you, haven't I? I put James Lowe on the wing.
Oh, what?
I changed it.
Hold on.
I changed it.
So
I changed it last
you had a
minute.
go at me for picking James Lowe.
Yeah, but then I realised as I was doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I had Duan in.
You've done the same.
I had Duan in initially, and I thought I've got to have James Lowe in there. But it's a what if for me, because what if he was in against France? How would that have looked?
I still think
France still holds them.
Yeah, well, look at them. They would have hosed them.
Well, they still.
Yeah. I think James Lowe's been phenomenal, but
he's
you
been
have
brilliant.
to have Louis Bielbiaré in there. And
100%.
I'm trying to think of another winger. Damien Penna got dropped for a game, but
Freeman scored against everyone.
Yeah, he has, but I don't think we've seen the best of Freeman because he's not been allowed to do it. Darcy Graham has been in and out with injury. Duan was the closest one to going in, but I couldn't pick him ahead of Louis Bielbiaré, and then went for Blake Kinghorn at 15. I've said it right a few times.
Yeah, you're doing well now.
Yeah, I have. I've been saying it repeatedly. It's like Mark Nwanganitawase.
Yeah.
Oh, Nwanganitawase.
Taufiq Fanua.
He's playing league now.
Yeah, I know. I can say his name.
Wasted.
Blair Kinghorn as well. I think the best of Blair Kinghorn still yet to come. I think he's been good this tournament. His stats have been amazing, but I think there's a lot more in him. And everyone's talked about him being British and Irish Lion. Hugo Keenan's been good as well. No other standout fullbacks really. The French lad who started against
Leo
Barret, against Italy.
Against Italy, looked sensational.
He only played one game, hasn't he?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We're just kind of name dropping a few, but yeah, Hugo Keenan's been good as well. But Blair Kinghorn just tipped it for me.
I went Ellis Genge because I know so much about the scrum. He's been on fire.
That shows you don't.
Yeah. Mo Vaca. I think we all agreed and had him in there. Same with Will Stewart. They've been both really good. Maro, I told you, I wasn't sure on the locks. Maro's just probably got in there a little bit on reputation and, solidity of this team. Himself and Tyg Byrne will go well. Tyg's been good.
He's played every minute, Maro.
Yeah, and Tyg's been a nuisance as well. Maro's been a nuisance too. They've both been well. The back row, Jack Morgan, the shining light of Welsh rugby. He has been a standout for sure. His physicality, ball carrying, everything, his work rate through the roof. Tom Curry, the exact same. Quality operator, forcing Josh van der Fleer out of there, but his form's too good. I wasn't sure about the number 8 position. Aldreet got the better of Doris, obviously, in Dublin. But if I was to tweak it, I could potentially move Doris to 6 and put...
you can't do that.
I can't do it.
Absolutely
I can't do it. I'll stick with Caelan. I think in every other game, bar the French one. I know he missed one, but I thought his impacts on the game have been good, and he's always at a consistently high standard. Best player in the world, and to have ever played the game at 9, Mr. Antoine Dupont. It's very unfortunate now he's injured, but yeah, he's done enough for me to be in there. The 10 spot is, I agree with what you've said. Finn's been kind of up and down, but I think his general play has been really good. His passing and kicking in play has been class. He'll be disappointed off the tee against England in particular, but...
Pick your mates, right?
Pick your mates, get him in. He's, for my eyes, he's the nailed on 10 for the Lions, so I'm going to have him in there. Entamac didn't play enough for me, so yeah, Finn. Bielbiaré, player of the tournament in my eyes, electric on the wings, and in the centre, Menoncello. I have an Italian in there.
Good shout.
He's been phenomenal.
He has been. He has been really good.
World class.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness, he is some athlete.
Yeah.
And with the injury to Lawrence, Bundy in and out, and he's my 12.
Yeah.
Hugh Jones as well has been going well, attacking well in the wider channels, and he's very important for Scotland, how they play the game. Tommy Freeman at 14, scored against every side so far.
Yeah, he has.
He's been finishing well. As Andy said, there's probably more to come out of him, in that game plan. He'd get off his wing a bit more, a few more involvements in the game, but as of now, he's brilliant in the air. But I'd have him at 14 and Blair Kinghorn at fullback. He's just so much more to offer attacking wise than the other fullbacks. And
do you know what I love about your team? He's picked 5 Englishmen
and 2 Irishmen.
I was surprised. Yeah, I would love to have more Irish in there, but
when we were last sat there, you said you hated England.
I do.
That's a lie.
I don't. Yeah, we should have more Irish, but I suppose
The disappointment.
the disappointment of France has led us to, and there's been some injuries. Players have moved in and out. Mac hasn't been consistently playing. James Lowe the same, and a few others. So
We agree on quite a lot, though, lads.
yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think my team wins on paper anyway, but I know we're all pretty similar.